So let me tell you a bit about the big 64-kilometer Hendurance hike we did. In fact, before I go into it more, let me go back to my past self on the hike and I can tell you from that perspective. Hi!
Hello.
So, we're doing this big, huge hike today of 64 kilometers. So why are we doing it?
To save the hen rescue.
Yeah, so this is our Hendurance hike. We've tried to raise $100 per kilometre that we're hiking on the Great North Walk. Most of it is not nice and flat like this. It's very rocky and up and down and through creeks and all of that. But we wanted to show how far we were willing to go to save the hen rescue and to be able to save the lives of many more girls. So we've got a lovely day for it. We started at 5:30ish. And it is slow going because most of the terrain's so rocky. But we're going to do it, aren't we, Sarah?
Yep.
Lugging these big old backpacks. And
We'll just finish when we finish.
finish when we finish. It'll probably be about midnight, if not later. We've seen a lyrebird. Beautiful. They look magical, I find, like a mythical creature. Keeping the hens in our minds today as we plod along. For those listening as well as watching, Sarah just told me, even if I trip and die down this very steep hill, she wants me to keep going, and that's fair.
Are you videoing my bum again?
Yeah. Video.
You said you had Vaseline, didn't you?
Yeah. Okay, well, almost tripped. That was almost the end of it, Sarah. 9.5 kilometres in, roughly. Still so long to go. We've been talking about, because we have to cover a lot of conversations. We really have a lot to sort out in the world on this hike. And recently we've been talking about vegans and non-vegans. Now, what do you think is best? So, Sarah is single and ready to mingle at the moment, and what does your profile say, Sarah?
Non-pushy leaf eater.
And I was saying, whilst that is a very good profile, I just couldn't do it. Like, for me, it would either be like militant vegan, ALF vegan who's going to throw red paint over you every time you eat meat. Okay, but what do you think? I mean,
from experience, slow and steady.
Slow and steady, like us.
Often win the race.
Like us on this hike.
Yes.
We're going up a slow and steady hill right now. I wonder if in 50 kilometres we'll even be able to talk.
We'll find out.
Even going up this hill, I'm a bit like, but yes, by the end of this hike, we probably will have worked that out. What's the best approach? We probably will have worked out how to make the whole world go vegan. So I'm going to leave you to it. Now, leave us. Oh, I think I just felt rain. I think I felt a bit of rain.
There's no rain.
Look at this lovely low water. Oh. This little creek was like that raging river I was in before that came up to my thighs. So it's so much better now. It's just like a little babbling brook, but it's very rocky. But it's very pretty too. Sarah, stop the hike. Stop the hike, Sarah. I've got a splinter. Oh, a splinter.
Will we call for mountain rescue?
I think we're going to have to get the helicopter. Sarah!
Hello? Oh!
Oh, say hello to your fans.
Hello, numerous fans in your droves.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So we can make up time now.
We can. This is what we do, guys. We do little jogs. Come on, let's go on a steady little jog. Okay, jogging time. Just thinking how pretty Australia is when it's not on fire. Yeah. Sarah?
Yes.
Have you tidied the desk today?
I did just before.
Sarah said she tidied the desk this morning. I really thought it was a euphemism for pooing. But she actually meant she genuinely tidied David's desk. So, that's the new word, in case you're wondering. Just say, if you say you need to go to the toilet, just say you need to go and tidy the desk. Oh, this is lovely, this bit. It reminds us a bit of woodlands in the UK. So blooming pretty.
Who's that? Some sort of black
I'm not sure.
heron or something like
Yeah,
that.
we've been so lucky with birds today. Seen how many lyrebirds? 4. And we thought we heard another. We've seen kookaburra, we've seen some beautiful little finches. Been very lucky. I wonder who else we'll see. Now I really do feel like a children's presenter. Who else will we find? Who lives here?
Get my leg. Are you filming?
That's it.
My leg
Look at
over.
the athleticism.
Is that a good idea?
Yes, that's the best angle. There we go. You put this on your Tinder. There you go. Hey Sarah,
Yes, Catherine.
we're a third of the way.
I can't believe it.
Oh my god, we're at Golston Gorge. Are you feeling like doing this again, twice?
Yes.
Yay!
Let's do it.
Let's dance. Hey Sarah, what are you eating? Overnight oats.
Mhm.
And how are you eating it? With your bank card.
I'm resourceful.
She sure is. Oh, look at that.
You going all right there, Catherine?
Yes, I'm taking this all in my stride. It's my vegan power. Oh yeah, there's time. So, over a third of the way. Starting to feel it a bit, but we're doing well. Thought it'd be the perfect time to ask our beautiful Sarah. So, how did you become vegan and why?
It was a non-vegan. I
Carnist.
know, a carnist, dirty carnist, who posted a video on Facebook of the undercover slaughterhouse footage. And as soon as I saw that, I never ate meat again, and that was 8.5 years ago. And then over the next month after that, I kind of started to look into other horrific, disgusting kind of animal agriculture, like dairy and eggs and wool and
Yeah.
leather and all that kind of stuff. And then like over the next month, I just phased everything out. And
That's pretty quick. Like, cause for me it was a lot longer because I was vegetarian when I was 8, so like, it took me till I was like 21 to look into the other stuff. But how good that a non-vegan.
I know.
And did that person ever go vegan, do you think?
No.
Oh, see, this is what I mean. Like, how can it affect you that way and me? And then some other people, like, they still think it's horrible, but it doesn't make them change.
No.
We need to change it. Well, the Hen Haven will be a step towards, hopefully, helping people connect with animals, especially our beautiful chicken friends.
Oh yes. 'Cause you can't help but fall in love with them when you spend time with them.
That's true. Why is it so important to you to kind of do this big physical challenge for the Hen Haven? Like, what does the Hen Haven mean to you?
So apart from the fact that you're my friend, I also think it's really important because hens and other birds don't get the same sort of airtime and aren't seen as being as special. So I think they deserve somewhere to go to feel safe and protected and to share that with other people.
Yeah. Also, Sarah's been a babysitter for our animal family in the past. And how we met was Sarah was a volunteer. I like to, before I take on a friend, I like to put them through their paces. Like, are they going to give me their hours of work in return? If they are, then fine. And you pass the test.
Every week for months.
She was a great volunteer. She is a great volunteer, but that was the animal care stuff. And then you looked after them when we were away, and you really got to see the routine and how, I guess, the house. Oh my God, there's humans over there.
Ugh.
I think that you saw how the house and how it was set up. Like, we do our best, but it could be so much better. Oh, it really could.
Yeah.
So, and you met little baby Blue.
Oh yes, and he really needs somewhere where he can feel safe for the rest of his life and not have to worry about complaints from crowing.
Yeah, and like getting the special needs care that he wants, that he needs. So at this stage, I should tell you something about Sarah. As you can see in the video, she's a beautiful woman, but she tells me, and I don't know whether she just puts this on, but that she is not very photogenic. In fact, she has that thing like Chandler has in Friend. Whenever a photo is taken of her, she just doesn't smile normally. So pretty, so beautiful, and right next to it, Chandler Bing. So we're now officially lost, but hopefully getting back on track, because one thing that we did need to do today was add extra steps to our journey. So we've just been climbing up a massive hill behind me in a residential area, and we've just kind of found out that we were going the wrong way. So we're probably halfway or coming up to halfway, but definitely not great to go the wrong way. That's a hill we've just walked up all the way to the top and then walked down, and we've come up that as well, and it turns out we didn't need to, but this is what we do. Me and Sarah, we go the extra mile literally for the hens. Hey Sarah.
Yeah?
What did we just do?
Our women brains just took us off the Great North Walk.
By how far?
A few kilometres.
Oh dear. So where we thought we were correcting it, we weren't. We're actually adding even more time. And the good thing is we have filled up our water, but we're definitely fools, and common ones at that. So we're back on the track. It was actually a really obvious thing that we missed. Now Sarah.
Yes, Catherine.
I think that we need something to keep us going, and I think that thing needs to be a chant.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay, so here we go. What do? We push through. What do we say? Let's do it anyway. How do we get through it? We remember why we do it, and if we just can't go on, then we sing this little song. Oh, what do? We push through. What do we say? Let's do it anyway. How do we get through it? We remember why we do it, and if we just can't go on, then we sing this little song. Woohoo!
Oh my god, I feel so much more motivated now.
Me too. And how long do you reckon we've got to go? Like 100 kilometres? Ow!
My watch says that we've got 21 kilometres left to go.
Okay, so not bad at all. So a last little story before we lose the light. We just saw 2 black cockatoos. Yay! Yay! We've been wanting to see them all day. Seen some beautiful birds today. We've honestly got so far still to go because of our massive detour, but we'll get there. It's not going to capture it very well. Okay. Bit of nighttime creek crossing. Somewhere in Lane Cove National Park. We actually have no idea if we're on the right track right now. Ooh. So we're still hiking. We're somewhere in Lane Cove National Park. We actually don't know where. It seems that we may have got lost again. We've just seen a very gorgeous little hoppy animal. I'm actually not sure what kind of animal. But yeah, we've still got ages to go because of our detours, and we're just in the bush. So I didn't take as many videos at night because my camera doesn't really pick up nighttime videos, but we still had to walk through creeks and climb up and down rocks at night, and Sarah got quite quiet at that point, and I think it was just a matter of putting one foot in front of the other and just keep going because we were getting so tired. But we were doing it. We did take another wrong turn, but we corrected ourselves fairly soon. And then we got to this creek and the sign said to go that way across the creek. But we got there and it was more like a river. There were trees like through it fallen over. There were rocks that you couldn't climb over. There was no clear path on the other side. It was just bush. So we tried walking all around in the dark looking. We couldn't find any way at all. We went back to check. There was no other way. It was a dead end. And we had to go back to the path and find another way. So that's why we didn't end up finishing at the point we said we would. But we did end up doing the kilometres we said we would. So, oh, thank goodness though for our vegan endurance. I truly believe that's what saw us through it, because I don't have amazing fitness or anything. I'm used to lugging around bags of chicken feed and that. But I would say that I think that my experience of doing rescues at night and just having to keep going and motivating a team really paid off, because I didn't get the mental fatigue until the day after, really. So, I mean, it was a good feeling at the end. Yes, I ate terribly the next day, but I'm feeling a lot better now. And just knowing that we've brought in another $6,000 or so for our beautiful animals. We still had taken donations and sponsorships for another couple of days, and then that will all go towards the hen haven. So it was a really great experience. I'd love to do something even more challenging next year for another sponsored event, maybe to help us set up some new enclosures at the hen haven. So that's another thing done, the Hendurance hike. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of our adventures. I can confirm the hopping animal I described was a bandicoot when I looked up, so that's exciting. I also heard wallabies, but I didn't see any. Oops, what are you doing, mister? So it all brings us a step closer to getting the hen haven and getting the enclosures we need for this little cutie and many others like him. So just a couple more days of videos now, but thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.